Welcome back to Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy. I'm your host, David Butler, and I do not have the typical podcast that I generally do today. I am frustrated, and as I'm sure all Cub fans are, I get that. But the fact that we just had a terrible road trip, that if things had gone the way they should have, except for late blown leads, the Cubs would have gone 5-1. Instead, they went 2-4. I normally have a bunch of stats. I'm not going to do that today. The only stat that I have is the fact that we won 2 games and blew late leads, 8th inning and on, 3 times. More blown leads than actual wins in the series. That's terrible. Are blown games going to happen? Absolutely. But they were gut-wrenching. Gut-wrenching. Friday and Saturdays were. Tuesdays was. And then the lackluster offense again on a rubber match on Wednesday. I'm frustrated. I think we all are. I think the players are from it. Like, it's part of it. I get that. The Cubs are 5-8 in their last 13 games, I believe. Not good. Now, do I think that there's a good chance they're going to turn this around? I do. That doesn't mean I'm not frustrated right now. I had big dreams of still being able to come back and get this division. I don't anymore. I just don't think that that's a possibility. Right now, we need to focus on winning and being the first place wildcard spot. Because if we don't host a series, that's not good, and it's not going to help. We saw what the Cubs fans at Wrigley Field in the postseason can do for the wild card last year against the Padres. It'll be just as vital, if not more so, if we play the Phillies and or the Braves. Or the Padres, for freaking heaven's sake. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and or any audio platform. Follow us on YouTube or on Facebook at Clark and Addison Born into the Ivy, and on Twitter at dbutler79 or at Born into the Ivy. All right. I'm not going to keep going on about all that because it's just depressing, right? Problem starters. We got the Reds back home against the Reds, and then we got the Brewers coming. Got the Reds. Friday, we got Rhett Lauder versus left-handed pitcher David Peterson, who has been he's been a godsend, frankly, right? And very unheralded. Not a guy that everybody's all, hey, great. I love the guy, though. And I think there's a lot of appreciation for what he's done, and still should be. On Saturday, we got left-handed pitcher Andrew Abbott, 6-9, 4.15 ERA, against Kevin Gausman, who was 7-11 with a 4.37. And on Sunday, we got Chase Burns. The dude has been a stud, 14-3 with a 2.77 against lefty Shota Imanaga, 8-9 with a 3.78. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Anything less than 2 wins here is pitiful and a disgrace. This is not a good lineup. They just let Friedel and Suarez go, waived them. This is a good pitcher. Good pitchers. Lauder has not been great this year, but the other two have been Abbott has been up and down. He's had our number. Chase Burns has been excellent. I don't think we faced Chase. I'd have to go back and double check. This is just off memory, right? I really want to sweep. We need a sweep. But 2 out of 3, I'll take. 2 out of 3 from here on out, I'll take. But we can't keep losing series. This team is too good and too talented. It's not okay. If they want to be serious contenders, if we want this team to be serious contenders, that's what needs to happen. I promise I'll have more like good stuff. But I'm frustrated. I'm in 3 out of 6 games, which is heartbreaking losses. Hard to digest, right? They do have good starters in Cincinnati, but it just really is not a good lineup. They have some solid players. Don't get me wrong. Sal Stewart comes to mind. Um, I mean, this isn't anything to sneeze at, but this is a team that we can win the series and should be able to win it handedly. For heaven's sakes, doesn't mean we're going to, but should be able to, right? We'll see how it goes. I don't have much else for it. I didn't like. We've played the Reds before. We know we can beat them. The Reds are in last place in our division. 63 and 71. They are 13 games behind the Cubs. Zero reason for the Cubs to lose this series. Every reason for the Cubs to sweep this series. That's hard to do against major leaguers. I understand that. But it's not like Cincinnati's playing out of this world. They're 4-6 just like we are. But a far worse 4-6 with their pitching staff. We can get to their bullpen and just annihilate that. I mean, their bullpen's not good. A very winnable series that is a series that we should be able, on paper, be able to sweep. We need to get ready and get right before we play in Milwaukee. I'll probably have a short somewhere over the weekend, if not maybe 2, that has a little more information. This is just a quick blurb. We're kind of previewing the Reds. And let's flush the rest of it and get it out of our system. I will be in a much better mood when I get back on here. And I tried to, I didn't do it yesterday because I was trying to, but I'm just, damn. We all got to have it, right? It'll be better. Let's go. Go Cubbies.